international diplomacy, many summits produce little more than photo opportunities. Leaders smile, sign memorandums of understanding, and those documents often gather dust. But sometimes a nation...
Hi, wonderful people of Ghana. It's your Nigerian girl pleasure bringing you political news in our channel, Ghanatube. Here are the happenings that has actually been getting roots in Ghana, and yet we are actually always here to bring you all the trending the news your way, so you actually get glued. Please
arrives with clear strategy, a specific set of demands, and leads with real tangible results. That was the case for Ghana. Under President John Dramani Mahama at the 9th Tokyo International Conference on Africa Development, the Tokyo International Conference or TICAD. This was not a symbolic visit, it was a strategic economic offensive, and the outcome suggests Ghana is positioning itself not just as the regional leader, but as Japan's primary gateway into West Africa. To understand why this matters, let's first consider Ghana's current challenges. Like many nations, Ghana faces youth unemployment, infrastructure deficits, and reliance on imports that weaken its currency. Mahama's government has a clear objective: attract foreign direct investments and leapfrog into new technologies. Japan, meanwhile, is competing for influence across Africa. TICAD is Japan's main platform, and Ghana's stability, democracy, and location make it an attractive partner. So, what exactly did Ghana secure? The outcome can be grouped into three categories. First, infrastructure. Two major projects are back on track. The long-stalled Volta River Bridge will finally move forward with joint funding, and in Kumasi, the intercity ring roads will help ease congestions, boosting trade and efficiency. These are not flashy announcements, they are backbone projects, the kind that reduce the cost of doing business nationwide. And perhaps the biggest infrastructure win is Toyota. The company agreed to expand operations, making Ghana its hub for production and distribution across West Africa. This is a game changer. It means Ghana is no longer just a consumer market, but a manufacturing and export base. It will create jobs, foster local auto parts industry, and anchor the country's industrial sector. But infrastructure is nothing without people to run it. That's where the second category comes in, which is human capital. Japan will help train 300,000 Ghanaian youth in future-focused industries, which are artificial intelligence, biotechnology, green technology, and modern agriculture. This is not about short-term employment, it's about aligning skills with the demand for the 21st century economy. And there is more. A new space science corporation may sound abstract, but it has practical uses in telecommunications, disaster monitoring, and climate research. Meanwhile, Mahama secured $100 million for agricultural modernization. The focus is on large-scale rice production. This tackles food dependency, reduces import costs, and strengthens food security. In short, it stabilizes the economy from the ground up. Japan is weighing a $1.5 billion African investment fund, and thanks to these agreements, Ghana stands to benefit directly. But Mahama went further. He pitched Ghana as an investment hub by promising to scrap the minimum capital requirement for foreign investors.
We're open for business, and Simon and Co are busy at work reviewing the Ghana Investment Promotion Center Act. Some barriers were put to foreign investment. You had to prove that you had brought in a certain amount of money to be classified as a foreign investor. In the reviewed Ghana Investment Promotion Center Act, we're removing those minimal capital investments. This will enable any investor, however little money you have, $100,000, $50,000, to be able to come in and set up a business in Ghana. Again, we have a track record for hosting Japanese companies, and as you saw from the list there by Madam Jetro, Executive Vice President, the number of Japanese companies that are operating in Ghana is significant, and we're expecting that that should expand. From Simon's presentation, he told you about $152 million has been invested over the last few decades. We believe that there is growth room for improvement and expanded investment from Japan. We're moving just not only from overseas development assistance, but we're moving to trade and investment, and the private sector will be that engine of growth. And so trade between our two countries grew by over 24% from 2020 to 2024. That is quite a significant jump.
That policy shift lower barriers to entry. It means not only giants like Toyota, but also small and medium Japanese firms can set up in Ghana. The idea is simple: attract more investors, more industries, and more diversity. President Mahama's trip to TCAD was a masterclass in targeting diplomacy. Ghana didn't go to Tokyo with a vague wish list. It went with specific projects and policy goals aimed at infrastructure, youth skills, manufacturing, and food security. The bet is that these sectors will reinforce each other. Imagine this: an AI engineer uses satellite data to improve rice yields. That rice travel on new roads delivered by Toyota-made vehicles into growing markets across West Africa. This is the vision: a self-sufficient, resilient, and technological advanced economy. In the great game of African development, Ghana is not just playing. Ghana is playing to win. And this is our analysis. If you find this valuable, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts with us in the comment section below. My name is Sheriff Haruna, and this is AS1 Report. Thank you very much for watching. Have a joyful life and see you in the next one. Macro. Nation arrives with clear strategy, a specific set of demands, and leads with real tangible results. That was the case for Ghana. Under President John Dramani Mahama at the 9th Tokyo International Conference on Africa Development, the Tokyo International Conference or TCAD. This was not a symbolic visit. It was a strategic economic offensive, and the outcome suggests Ghana is positioning itself not just as a regional leader, but as Japan's primary gateway into West Africa. To understand why this matters, let's first consider Ghana's current challenges. Like many nations, Ghana faces youth unemployment, infrastructure deficits, and reliance on imports that weaken its currency. Mahama's government has a clear objective: attract foreign direct investments and leapfrog into new technologies. Japan, meanwhile, is competing for influence across Africa.
Please do well to like, comment, and follow. Put on notification bell so you get all our news one by one. Thanks, my people.